Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a new installment of a series here on my channel where I go through the top 5 products within different makeup categories. So far we have done primers, foundations, concealers, powders, and eye bases, I think. That's what I think that we've done so far up to this point. So today we're going to be talking about my favorite makeup product, and that is eyeshadow palettes. I will also be doing single eyeshadows in a soon-to-be coming video, but today we're going to be focusing on eye palettes, or products that come in, or multiple shadows that come in one sort of product. And usually I know that I do drugstore and high-end, but unfortunately this video is going to be all high-end because there are not a ton of drugstore eyeshadow palettes out there to begin with, but there's not that many that are great. And my favorites really are just high-end eyeshadow palettes. So I didn't want to lie and tell you about something that I didn't love with all my heart, but these are products that I picked that I really think you guys are going to enjoy as well. So let's get started. This is going to be a little bit different than normal. I'm going to sort of speak in categories as opposed to specific products, but I do love all these products. So the first one is going to be everyone's favorite, which is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. This little guy, I still have the little sheet protector with all the names on it because mine doesn't have the names on it. But this eyeshadow palette is the perfect palette for, if you have one eyeshadow palette, you should get this one, or you should get the Urban Decay Original Naked palette. Because this you can do so many different types of looks with. They're very natural, very neutral sorts of shades, but there's still some pops of color as well. As you can tell, my absolute favorite shade in this palette is Marzipan. It is the perfect peachy champagne-y lid color, and I adore it. So this is definitely one of my top 5. Plus, it smells like chocolate. Ugh, I can't stand it. I love Too Faced eyeshadows to begin with, but their packaging just sells it for me. So that is one of them. Again, these are in no order per usual in my videos. Let's just do all the Too Faced products first because the majority of these are Too Faced. So next, that is like an everyday, if you had one palette, that should be it sort of thing. This is going to be matte shadows. So I am not usually a matte shadow kind of person. Like I need it for a crease, but usually I don't prefer to do matte shadows everywhere. I like a little bit of shimmer or a little bit of satin or something to give my eye look a little bit more pizzazz, I guess. But if you like all matte shadows, this is your palette. If you haven't tried it, you should. It is the Too Faced Natural Matte Eyeshadow Palette, which is basically a all matte version of the original Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. This little guy, is beautiful. This shade in the middle, Strapless, is I think I've deemed it my all-time favorite lid color. If it's not Marzipan, it's Strapless, which is weird because it's a matte shade, but it really brings out the green in my eyes. So I love, love, love this shade. This is definitely one of my top 5 all-time eyeshadow palettes. The next one is going to be something that's a little bit, that I want you to have in their collection that's a little bit different. So this is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. And again, the scent, it smells like peanut butter and chocolate mixed together. And who doesn't love that? Unless you're allergic to peanut butter. But there's no actual peanuts in this, so you're good. This has a little bit different colors. They're a little bit warmer, so they might not work the best with all skin tones, but even someone who's fair and cool toned, I love the way this looks on my fair skin. And I love this purple. This purple is beautiful. But this is a palette that I really, really love. And again, that scent, I can't get over it. But this is definitely one of my top 5 favorite palettes because it is a little bit more unique. And I don't have a lot of palettes that have these sort of really warm tones and that sort of pop of bright purple. So definitely a favorite. Those are all the Too Faced ones. Now we're going to be doing Tarte. So Tarte came out with this palette at the end of 2015, and it is the Too Faced, oh my gosh, the Tarte Tartelette in Bloom palette. I have the original, the regular Tartelette palette, and that is an all matte palette as well. And I don't like it nearly as much. It's more cool toned, and this has a little bit more neutrally to warm shades even up at the top, and it has those 3 really pretty, I think they call them luster shades, and they are just stunning. They're easy to blend, they're crazy pigmented. This one's a little bit difficult to work with, but if you put a nice sticky base down, you're good to go. So this is definitely one of my all-time favorite palettes. I think I've had this, no, I think I've had the, actually the Natural Matte is my most recent of the bunch. But this is a beautiful palette. It's great for travel, great packaging, super awesome mirror. So yes, I definitely love this little guy and definitely is one of my top 5. The last is one that's a little bit different as well. This is just something that my top 5 is in my top 5 because of the colors, but also because it's a custom palette. If you have a custom palette in your collection and it's not one of your top 5 palettes, I don't think you did it right. Because these are really colors that are just that speak to you and that are easy for you to use and work with and create a really nice cohesive look. So this is my Anastasia little quad. This is the shade Fawn. This is the shade, oh boy, Fresh, I want to say. This is Satine, a really pretty champagne-y shade, and this is Hot Chocolate. I meant to get Fudge, but it was sold out, so I went with Hot Chocolate instead. But I really, really, really do love all these colors together, and it's really easy to make a look. This would be something that I would travel with because, again, it has everything you need. It has the brow bone highlight or the base shade. It has the crease shade, the lid color, and the definer or outer V shade. And it's really just something that I really, really love and is definitely in my top 5. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I mean, it was really difficult to pick my top 5 eyeshadow palettes because, 1, I have so many, but 2, I love so many. But I think I did this category justice. There is a little bit of variety, as you can see. I usually stick to more neutral or natural shades. I don't go for, you know, hot pinks and electric blues and those sort of things because I don't have the place to wear them. I work, you know, 5 days a week, 9 to 5. So it's difficult for me to sort of fit those sort of things into my routine. But I do love these 5 palettes. And again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.